Well, the second quarter, I thought that we were doing great until all of a sudden we kind of lost it. They picked up their intensity a bit, and we didn't score for like 6 possessions in a row. We carried over in the second half. We just couldn't get it going. We didn't get the ball to Tina in the third quarter at all. That was part of it. And we couldn't shoot straight. It was terrible. But at the same time, I told them at the start of the fourth quarter, I said, this is our season right now. Stand up and be counted, and they did.
Coach, what was the mindset going into this game? You know it's a big game coming in.
Win. Is there anything else I should say? No. We knew that, how important this game was. It's not death game, but, I was telling people it's game 5 or game 6 in the world that I came from. You had to win this game to get yourself an advantage still. And so, and we didn't play well. But at the same time, we gutted it out. Well, our heart was tested today. There's no question about that. We got tested. We got down by 2, starting the fourth, I think. Down 2, and you had to look deep. And, Cappy didn't have the shot going tonight, but all of a sudden she makes 2 of the biggest shots of the game, in the last couple minutes. And I thought Anna didn't play very well, but she made all the good plays down the stretch and played solid defense. Avery Warley stepped up, played a great game. At halftime, I was really angry with Sugar. We didn't really go. I was in the back room by myself, throwing a temper tantrum. I challenged her, in a game like this, you want to be a WNBA player, you have to stand up and be counted. I told her I believe in her, but she has to perform. You've got to perform. I don't have anybody else to put in a game with her talent. And she did very well in the second half. She has been very consistent, especially after she got over her nervousness in the first 4 or 5 games of coming back to New York. You see why she was a former VP and an all-time All-Star. She's our horse, and unfortunately we didn't get her the ball in the third quarter, which part of that falls on me, part of it falls on our guards. But she gutted it out. I didn't take her out in the second half. She played the whole second half. And she got the ball. He trapped her hard. She made the right play. Didn't turn it over. And I thought that she was a stable force for us out there. But she told me today that I could count on her before this game.
Final question.
But having to take on Indiana, I guess, what do you think will be some of the keys to?
Well, Indiana is a very strange defense. They switch all the time. They play a little bit of zone action. Looks like a zone. They're smaller than we are, but they're probably a little bit quicker. But on defense, we're bigger on the inside, and they're going to have to do something with that. And conversely, Catchings is a handful of taking people off the dribble. Their MO was always take people off the dribble. So we have to have a good, solid team defense and keep that team.
Definitely was one we needed, obviously, because the WNBA is so tight now in the playoffs. So today our mentality was just to go get it and play every game like a playoff game. So today was just a fight mentally and physically, and we got it done.
Can you talk about your finish in the second half? What was going on?
Thoughts in the second half. We came out a little dry after the half, and but we fixed it. We came together and got some things together, and we fixed it and fought through.
Was it nerves or what?
No, just stuff happens, things happen. They was making shots, we wasn't making shots. Just a swing in the game, but the point is how you handle it. And teams go on runs, and we go on runs, but you got to fight through it, and you got to make it happen.
You had 11 points and 11.
Yeah. I just mentality was just rebound. That's something that I'm very, very good at. And I know before we left here, the emphasis on the board was the rebound. Let them have one shot. So I just tried to make that happen, and it worked out well for me.
Do you think the team will bring the board from this win and maybe 3 or 4 in a row?
I definitely think we're definitely coming together. A lot of things, haven't been going our way, but I definitely think we're coming together. I definitely think that we're going to make this run and surprise a lot of people.
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Take care.
All right.
Talk about Indiana. I know they're going to be a tough test, so you have to face them now a couple of times.
3 times, yeah. I just stated the same mentality. We were going out playing every game as a playoff game. Like, that's the way we have to play every game. So as I said, I think we're coming together, and I think things are going to really work out for us, and I think we're going to shock the world.
One another in our style of play and our defense, just getting stopped, being able to, that's what we do. Usually, sadly, that is what we do. We go up and then we have to come back. So I think there's been enough time. We got a lot of repetition in having to come back.
And then also I saw when they were starting to double team you were hitting the backside, giving them some nice cuts. Was that something that the coach had talked to you about, or is that something you just noticed on the
That's something that I've been facing double teams my whole career since I've been pro. So that's just repetition, knowing where my man is. If it's a post player doubling me, looking for Planette. If it's her man, or if it's a guard, looking across at Anna, which I was always doing. That's just repetition in my career.
And last question, is it safe to say the free throws are what you're going to be practicing on?
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. This is like the worst in my career. I don't know, I'm just thinking too much, but yeah, definitely going to work on that.
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Let's talk about Indiana quick. I know they were always a tough team. So talk about some of the things the team will be doing to get a successful result against them in the last 3 games.
Well, we haven't seen Indiana in a while. So, for me to answer that question, we have to tomorrow go to the film room. Katie's is her scout, so really just to come out with a lot of aggression, just to be confident is what I have for right now.
Do you think the team is going to try to play, aggressively to continue the playoff push?
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We all have to be confident, fulfill our roles, do what we need to do, get stops, score, so all those little things.
Let's talk a little bit about today and some of the things that you were able to see against Connecticut.
First of all, we just defend, rebound, and share the ball. I knew we would come out with a victory, but they played really hard. They had a lot of guard play, especially Katie Douglas. She's a hard person to guard, running off different screens, shooting the three, penetrating. So I think we came out here and did a good job.
Indiana, I know they're always a tough team. What do you think that the team could do to keep up the results that have been going on lately?
I told you, defend, rebound, and share the ball, and just go out there and have fun. Treat it like a playoff game. We treat this like a playoff game. We get a win, we in the playoffs.